Falling is part of learning, and failure is not the opposite of success. Rather, it is a foundation on which success stands. Every stumble is a lesson, every rejection is a protection, and failure is a hidden mercy that redirects a sincere heart back to purpose. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. It may be that you dislike something, failure in this case, وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ, but it may be good for you. While it is good for you, you may hate it because you do not know. That is why in prophecy, in religion, even outside religion, failure has always tested the greatest man in history. Their steadfastness is the history and motivation we are discussing today. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam was on the course for preaching the words of God to people for 950 years, only to end up having just a handful of those who believe and were ready to heed to his callings. His immediate family were among those that remained heedless throughout his lifetime. Quite painful. Now he is one of the greatest messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibrahim alayhi salam was another experience. Standing by the throat landed him into getting thrown into a very large fire. And at that very moment, his faith was tested. Falling into the fire, getting thrown into the fire, made him one of the greatest among the messengers of Allah. The story of Yusuf alayhi salam was very interesting, full of failures, from betrayers that he faced from relatives and family members, siblings, to the slavery he got himself into as a result, and later ended up in prison. But eventually, Allah made him a king, because betrayal and ascending to the throne follows. They are very close. All those fallings were learning process for a king, a would-be king, to be able to rule and oversee the affairs of his subjects in the future to come. Muhammad alayhi salam was chased out of Mecca, a place he later came back to conquer in love and harmony. This is why we can never see failure and misinterpret it. There should be freedom to fail. Failure should be a classroom for growth, and we do not despise, even as parents, our children when they fail. We must create an environment that embraces failure and get you to reinforce. Failure is not in falling, it is in giving up. If you do not give up, then you are only building a foundation for a success. Great minds, great people, even outside prophecy, Einstein, name them. The man that invented bulb had to try more than 1,000 times to get what it is now a must for every home. This is our journey as a people. And Allah is interested in that heart that faces failure until you get your result. And that is why in Islam, intention, your sincere goal, your mission is more important than the outcome. What matters to Allah is the intention behind the action you are doing. So that when you fail, you continue to try. If you did not get it right, you continue to try. There should be freedom for people and failures in order to build success.